Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Leaning Tower of Pisa reopens. 2001. In 2001, on this day, Italy's Leaning Tower of Pisa reopened after an 11-year, $27 million restoration to fortify it without removing its famous lean. Construction started in the 12th century, and the tower began leaning due to a sinking foundation. Despite attempts to compensate, it was completed in 1360 with a dramatic 15-foot lean. Closed in 1990 over collapse fears, a restoration team reduced the lean by 16 to 17 inches, and it reopened on December 15, 2001. The iconic tilt remains, attracting tourists who pose next to it pretending to hold it up. United States announces that it will recognize Communist China. 1978. In 1978, on this day in a pivotal Cold War move, President Jimmy Carter announces on this day in 1978 that as of January 1, 1979, the United States will formally recognize the Communist People's Republic of China, PRC, and sever relations with Taiwan. Since Mao Zedong's revolution in 1949, the U.S. had refused recognition of the PRC, supporting instead the nationalist Chinese government on Taiwan. Tensions rose, with clashes during the Korean War and PRC support to North Vietnam in the 1960s. By the 1970s, the U.S. sought closer relations with the PRC for economic and political benefits, hoping to play the China card against the Soviets. Carter's announcement, recognizing the PRC and severing ties with Taiwan, led to the passage of the Taiwan Relations Act in Congress, granting Taiwan quasi-diplomatic status and ensuring continued arms sales. An unofficial representative, the American Institute in Taiwan, would replace the U.S. Embassy in Taiwan, serving American interests in the region. Architect of the Holocaust sentenced to die. 1961. In 1961, on this day in Tel Aviv, Israel, Adolf Eichmann, the Nazi SS officer central to Hitler's final solution, was sentenced to death by an Israeli war crimes tribunal. Born in 1906 in Germany, Eichmann joined the SS in 1932, rising through the ranks. Assigned to Vienna and Prague, he efficiently orchestrated Jewish deportations. In 1942, Eichmann played a crucial role in the Wannsee Conference, where the Nazis planned the Holocaust, leading to the extermination of millions in death camps. After World War II, Eichmann eluded capture, residing in Argentina under the alias Ricardo Clement. In 1960, Israeli intelligence, Mossad, discovered his location. On May 11, 1960, Mossad operatives seized Eichmann on a Buenos Aires street and smuggled him to Israel. Eichmann's trial began on April 11, 1961, in Jerusalem, the first ever televised trial. Facing 15 charges, he argued he was following orders, but the judges convicted him on all counts on December 15, 1961. On May 31, 1962, Eichmann was executed near Tel Aviv. His trial underscored the principle that individuals could be held accountable for war crimes, even if acting on orders, and remains a significant event in Holocaust history. The American Psychiatric Association removes homosexuality from its list of mental illnesses. 1973. In 1973, on this day the American Psychiatric Association, APA, made a groundbreaking decision, reversing a long-standing stance by declassifying homosexuality as a mental illness or sickness and eliminating it from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM. This resolution was a significant turning point for gay rights, acknowledging that labeling well-adjusted individuals as mentally ill was unwarranted. The APA's resolution included a commitment to civil rights legislation, seeking to extend protections to homosexual citizens at a time when many U.S. states still upheld anti-sodomy laws. Despite this progress, the decision did not immediately address broader issues, such as the eventual legalization of gay marriage, which would unfold over the following decades. Importantly, The resolution did not prevent attempts at conversion therapy, often endorsed by conservative groups. This harmful practice, aimed at changing an individual's sexual orientation, continues to be widely condemned today and is illegal for minors in some states. The shift in the APA's stance followed a pivotal moment in the 1972 APA annual meeting, where a masked speaker, Dr. H. Anonymous, later revealed as Dr. John Fryer, declared, "I am a homosexual. I am a psychiatrist." Advocates like Barbara Giddings and Frank Kameny played essential roles in influencing the APA's decision. This historical episode is explored in depth in the 2021 PBS documentary, Cured. Boeing 787 Dreamliner completes first flight. 2009. In 2009, on this day the Boeing 787 Dreamliner completed its inaugural flight from Payne Field in Everett, Washington. The event marked a new era in air travel, attended by over 12,000 guests and employees. The flight initiated a global and intensive test program involving 6 airplanes, with the first delivery scheduled for the fourth quarter of 2010. Taking off at 10:27 a.m. local time, the Dreamliner landed at Seattle's Boeing Field after approximately 3 hours. Chief Pilot Mike Carricker and Captain Randy Neville tested the airplane systems and structures, transmitting real-time data to a flight test team at Boeing Field. Powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 1000 engines, the 787 Dreamliner promised improved efficiency, technology, and passenger comfort. The flight marked a historic day for the global team behind the first all-new jet airplane of the 21st century. The Dreamliner's advanced features, including 20% less fuel consumption and passenger-friendly innovations, garnered significant attention, making it the fastest-selling new commercial jetliner with 840 orders from 55 customers worldwide. Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day. Nero. Nero was born Lucius Domitius Ahenobarbus on December 15 AD 37 in Antium, modern Anzio, 8 months after the death of Tiberius. He was an only child, the son of the politician Gnaeus Domitius Ahenobarbus and Agrippina the Younger. His mother Agrippina was the sister of the third Roman Emperor Caligula. Gustav Eiffel. Gustav Eiffel, a trained engineer, founded a company specializing in metal structural work, highlighted by the iconic Eiffel Tower in 1889. Born in 1832, he graduated in 1855, coinciding with Paris's first World's Fair. His career included notable projects such as the Porto Viaduct, 1876, Garabit Viaduct, 1884, and the Statue of Liberty. Following the Eiffel Tower's completion, Eiffel devoted his last 30 years to experimental research, marking the end of his entrepreneurial career. Schindler's List opens, wins Steven Spielberg his first Oscar. 1993. In 1993, On Tis Day, Schindler's List, released on December 15, portrays the true story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved over 1,000 Polish Jews during the Holocaust. Starring Liam Neeson, the film receives 12 Academy Award nominations and secures 7 wins, including Best Picture and Best Director for Steven Spielberg. This marks Spielberg's first Best Director win after 3 previous nominations. The movie, based on Thomas Keneally's book Schindler's Ark, chronicles Schindler's efforts to save Jews by employing them in a factory producing supplies for the German army. Ben Kingsley plays Schindler's Jewish accountant, and Ralph Fiennes portrays a malevolent Nazi officer. Born on December 18, 1946, Spielberg had earlier successes with iconic films like Jaws, 1975, and Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Following Schindler's List, Spielberg continued to direct blockbuster hits such as Jurassic Park and critically acclaimed works like Saving Private Ryan, Lincoln, and The Post. Liam Neeson, born on June 7, 1952, earns widespread acclaim for his role in Schindler's List and a Best Actor Oscar nomination. His diverse career includes notable films like Rob Roy, Michael Collins, Star Wars, Episode I, Gangs of New York, and the popular Taken series. As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Importance of December 16th. The Boston Tea Party 1773. On this day, protest of the British Parliament's Tea Act of 1773, which granted the East India Company a tea trade monopoly and lowered its tax, colonists in Boston organized the Boston Tea Party on December 16, 1773. Disguised as Mohawk Indians, they boarded 3 British tea ships and dumped 342 chests of tea into Boston Harbor. The act, seen as taxation tyranny, led to the Coercive Acts, Intolerable Acts, in 1774, imposing harsh measures on Massachusetts. This event contributed to the calling of the First Continental Congress and heightened tensions between the American colonies and British authorities. Germans bombard English ports of Hartlepool and Scarborough in 1914. On this day, in a surprise attack at 8 o'clock in the morning during World War I, German battle cruisers under Franz von Hipper bombarded the English port cities of Hartlepool and Scarborough for about 1.5 hours, resulting in the death of over 130 civilians and injuries to 500. The British press condemned the incident as German brutality, while the German Navy viewed the fortified port cities as legitimate targets. Hartlepool's defense damaged 3 German vessels, including the heavy cruiser Blücher. The German objective was to draw British forces into pursuing them across mined waters, with support from another fleet commanded by Admiral Friedrich von Ingenol. However, a major confrontation did not occur as the British kept most of their fleet in harbor, depleted by the pursuit of Admiral Maximilian von Spee's squadron. A month later, the German scouting squadron attempted similar tactics in the Battle of Dogger Bank, resulting in their defeat but avoiding capture. President Clinton orders air attack on Iraq 1998. On December 16, 1998, President Bill Clinton announced air strikes against Iraq due to its refusal to cooperate with United Nations weapons inspectors. The decision faced criticism from key members of Congress, who accused Clinton of using the strikes to divert attention from ongoing impeachment proceedings related to the Monica Lewinsky scandal. Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, had resisted unrestricted access to inspectors. The strikes were deemed by some as a political maneuver, but Clinton emphasized their importance for U.S. interests and global security. Despite the controversy, Clinton was acquitted in the Senate in February 1999, and the airstrikes failed to compel Hussein to cooperate. The subsequent invasion of Iraq in 2003, ordered by President George W. Bush, was prompted by Iraq's ongoing refusal to grant full access to UN inspectors. 2 airplanes collide over New York City 1960. On December 16, 1960, a tragic mid-air collision occurred over New York City, involving a United DC-8 from Chicago and a TWA Super Constellation from Dayton, Ohio. The collision, the only one of its kind to happen over a major U.S. city, resulted in the deaths of all 128 people on both planes and 6 individuals on the ground. The United flight, in a holding pattern due to snowy weather, miscalculated its location and intersected with the TWA flight. The TWA plane crashed onto Miller Field in Staten Island, while the United flight, missing a wing and engine, descended into the Park Slope neighborhood of Brooklyn, causing widespread destruction. The tragic incident captured the attention of the nation, and firefighting efforts lasted nearly 72 hours due to multiple fires caused by the crash. Taliban attack on Pakistan school 2014. On December 16, 2014, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, TTP, the Pakistani Taliban, launched a brutal terrorist attack on an army public school in Peshawar. The assailants, armed with guns and explosives, targeted students and staff, resulting in the tragic loss of 150 lives, including at least 134 children. The international community condemned the attack, prompting renewed efforts by the Pakistani government to counter terrorism and address the challenges posed by militant groups in the region. The incident stands as a grim reminder of the devastating impact of terrorism on innocent lives. Marinus I became pope after the death, possibly murder, of John VIII. 882, Marinus I did become pope, but he succeeded Pope Sergius II, not John VIII. John VIII served as pope from 872 to 882, and there is no widely accepted historical account suggesting that his death was a result of murder. Marinus I, also known as Martin II, became pope after the death of Pope Sergius II in 882 and served until his own death in 884. It's crucial to note that historical records from this period can sometimes be unclear or subject to various interpretations, but the sequence of popes is generally accepted through historical sources and documentation available.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
Catherine of Aragon 1485 to 1536. On December 16 of 1485. Spanish princess, first wife of Henry VIII. Queen of England 1509 to 1533, born in Madrid, Spain. Ludwig van Beethoven 1770 to 1827. On December 16 of 1770, German composer born in Bonn, Electorate of Cologne. Renowned for masterpieces like the Fifth Symphony and the Ode to Joy in the Ninth Symphony, his work has had a profound impact on classical music. He passed away on March 26, 1827, in Vienna, Austria. Jodi Amge 1993. On December 16, 1993, is an Indian actress known for her work in television. As of now, she is 30 years old. Jodi Amge gained international recognition for being recognized as the world's smallest living woman by Guinness World Records. She has appeared in TV shows and reality programs, showcasing her talent and unique stature. President Truman declares state of emergency over Korean War 1950. In November during the Korean War, the conflict shifted dramatically when Chinese troops intervened, pushing U.S. forces back after initial success. Responding to the escalating situation, President Harry S. Truman declared a state of emergency, citing concerns about communist imperialism and urging the construction of an arsenal of freedom. Truman's proclamation expanded executive powers significantly, enabling extensive defense coordination. The U.S. military-industrial complex prepared for a potential Third World War. Truman's tough stance received widespread support, with Congress, U.S. allies, and the American public backing his actions. In a speech, Truman blamed the Soviet Union for global issues, marking a heightened point in Cold War tensions. This period solidified the Cold War as a military reality, and the Korean War continued until 1953.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Importance of December 17th. First airplane flies 1903. On December 17, 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright, self-taught engineers from Dayton, Ohio, achieved the first powered flight in 1903 near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Their pioneering aircraft, a biplane, flew for 12 seconds, covering 120 feet. After successful glider tests in 1902, they designed an engine and built the historic aircraft. The Wright brothers initially kept their successes quiet to secure patents. In 1908, they made public flights in France, leading to increased recognition. The U.S. Army purchased one of their planes in 1909, prompting the establishment of the Wright Company. Wilbur passed away in 1912, while Orville lived until 1948. The 1903 Wright brothers aircraft is now showcased at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Clean Air Act becomes law in 1963. On December 17, 1963, the United States enacted the Clean Air Act, a pivotal piece of environmental legislation. The law empowered federal and state agencies to research and regulate air pollution, representing a significant step in the government's efforts to combat climate damage. Following the Air Pollution Control Act of 1955, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Clean Air Act into law within a month of taking office in 1963. Subsequent amendments in 1967, 1970, 1977, and 1990 expanded its scope, making it one of the most comprehensive air quality legislations globally. Saint Gaius reign as Catholic Pope 283. On December 17, 283, Pope Saint Gaius succeeded Pope Saint Telesphorus, taking on the leadership of the Catholic Church in the early 2nd century. Following his papacy, he was succeeded by Pope Saint Anicetus. Pope Saint Gaius, known for his wisdom and pastoral care, played a crucial role in addressing theological questions and fostering unity within the early Christian community. His contributions laid the groundwork for the Church's doctrinal development during a period of growth and exploration. Tamerlane captures Delhi 1398. In the year December 17, 1398, the formidable conqueror Tamerlane achieved a significant military triumph by capturing and sacking Delhi. His strategic brilliance was showcased during the battle against Sultan Nasir-ud-Din Mahmud's armies. Tamerlane's unconventional tactics included setting camels loaded with hay ablaze and charging them towards the Sultan's armored elephants, resulting in a decisive victory. Aztec calendar stone discovered in Mexico City 1790. In the year 1790, on December 17, a momentous archaeological discovery took place in Mexico City, the unearthing of the Aztec calendar stone. This ancient artifact, also known as the Sun Stone, is a large and intricately carved monolith that served as a central element in Aztec cosmology and timekeeping. Unveiling rich symbolic details, the Aztec calendar stone provided valuable insights into the civilization's religious beliefs and cultural practices. Its discovery contributed significantly to the understanding of Aztec history and remains a prominent exhibit, now housed in the National Anthropology Museum in Mexico City. Leichhardt survives overland expedition in 1845. In 1845, the German explorer Ludwig Leichhardt successfully completed a remarkable overland expedition in Australia. After traversing a daunting distance of nearly 4,800 kilometers, 3,000 miles, Leichhardt arrived in Port Essington. His journey aimed to explore the Northern Territory of Australia, and the successful completion of this extensive overland trek solidified Leichhardt's reputation as an accomplished explorer. The expedition contributed valuable geographical and scientific knowledge of the Australian interior, marking a significant chapter in the history of exploration in the region. Jeddah conquered 1925. In 1925, Sultan Abdulaziz ibn Saud achieved a significant military victory by conquering Jeddah. This conquest marked the culmination of a series of conflicts between the House of Saud, led by Ibn Saud, and the Hashemite rulers. Jeddah, as the last major stronghold of the Hashemites, fell to the Saudis, solidifying Ibn Saud's dominance in the region. The capture of Jeddah played a pivotal role in the establishment of the modern Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the consolidation of power under the House of Saud.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
First Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, who took the papal name Francis, was born on December 17, 1936. His papacy, which began in 2013, Mila Jovovich, the Russian-American model and actress renowned for her portrayal of Alice in the popular Resident Evil film series, was born on December 17, 1975. Manny Pacquiao, the legendary Filipino boxer and politician, widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers and sportspersons of all time, was born on December 17, 1978. Second Congo War 2002. In 2002 December 17, a significant step towards peace in the Democratic Republic of the Congo was achieved as the Congolese parties participating in the inter-Congolese dialogue signed a peace accord. This historic agreement included commitments to conduct legislative and presidential elections within a 2-year time frame. The accord represented a crucial effort to bring an end to the Second Congo War, and laid the groundwork for a transition towards stability and democratic governance in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Death of North Korean ruler Kim Jong-il. Officially began his reign following the death of his father, Kim Il-sung, in 1994. In 2011, the world witnessed a significant geopolitical development as North Korean ruler Kim Jong-il passed away. Following his death, his youngest son, Kim Jong-un, succeeded him as the leader of North Korea. Kim Jong-un's assumption of power has since shaped North Korea's domestic and foreign policies, sparking international attention and analysis of the country's trajectory under his leadership. Recent ICBM tests had paved way to major criticism and international sanctions on DPRK. USA and Cuba re-established diplomatic relations after 50 years. On December 17, 2014, the United States and Cuba re-established diplomatic relations, ending over 50 years of estrangement. This historic shift, announced simultaneously by President Barack Obama and Cuban leader Raúl Castro, followed secret negotiations facilitated by Pope Francis and the Canadian government. The agreement aimed to normalize diplomatic ties, exchange prisoners, and ease economic and travel restrictions. Embassies in Washington, D.C., and Havana were reopened in 2015. The re-establishment of relations marked a pivotal moment in the ongoing efforts to improve cooperation and understanding between the two nations.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Importance of December 18th in history. Mayflower arrives at Plymouth Harbor 1620. On December 18, 1620, the English ship Mayflower arrives at modern-day Plymouth, Massachusetts. In 1620, the Mayflower brought pilgrims seeking religious freedom to Plymouth, Massachusetts. They signed the Mayflower Compact for self-governance. Facing a harsh winter, disease, and limited resources, almost half of the 102 passengers died. With assistance from the Wampanoag, especially Squanto, they signed a peace treaty and successfully planted essential crops. By spring 1621, surviving pilgrims built a lasting relationship with the Wampanoag. Plymouth thrived, incorporating into Massachusetts Bay in 1691, ending its independent colonial status. The Mayflower's arrival marked the beginning of a significant chapter in American history. HMS Beagle reaches Tierra del Fuego 1832. On December 18, 1832, the HMS Beagle, with naturalist Charles Darwin aboard, reached Tierra del Fuego for the first time in 1832. This event was part of the second voyage of the HMS Beagle, a ship sent by the British government on a surveying expedition around the world. Charles Darwin's observations and studies during this voyage, including his time in Tierra del Fuego, played a crucial role in the development of his theory of evolution by natural selection. The voyage provided Darwin with valuable insights and data that later contributed to his groundbreaking work, On the Origin of Species, published in 1859. William Bond obtains first photograph of Moon through a telescope 1849. On December 18, 1849, William Cranch Bond, an American astronomer and the director of the Harvard College Observatory, obtained the first photograph of the Moon through a telescope. This achievement marked a significant milestone in the history of astrophotography. Bond used the daguerreotype process, an early form of photography, to capture the image of the Moon. This pioneering effort opened up new possibilities for astronomers to document and study celestial objects through the medium of photography. First automobile speed record in Paris 1898. In 1898 December 18, French Count Gaston de Chasseloup-Laubat set the first recognized automobile speed record. He achieved a speed of 63 km per hour, 39 miles per hour, in an electric Jeantaud automobile near Acres, France. This event marked a significant moment in automotive history, as it demonstrated the potential of automobiles for high-speed travel and racing. The pursuit of faster speeds in the following years became a notable aspect of automotive development and competition. Bare bones of the Great Ape Man hoax 1912. In 1912, Charles Dawson claimed to discover the Piltdown Man, a supposed missing link between humans and apes. However, in 1953, testing revealed it was a hoax. Dawson had combined a human skull with an orangutan jawbone, stained to appear aged. The forgery significantly impacted evolutionary theory, setting it back for years. Dawson, motivated by a desire for scientific fame, faced posthumous disrepute. Despite his memorial unveiling in 1938, the Piltdown Man remains one of the most damaging scientific hoaxes in history. The Soviet government issues a decree recognizing Finland's newly declared independence 1917. In 1917, the Soviet government issued a decree recognizing Finland's newly declared independence. This acknowledgement marked a significant moment in Finland's history as it gained recognition as a sovereign nation. Finland had declared its independence from Russia on December 6, 1917, during the tumultuous period of the Russian Revolution. The Soviet government's recognition of Finland's independence played a crucial role in establishing diplomatic relations between the two nations. Japan invades Hong Kong 1941. On December 18, 1941, Japanese troops landed in Hong Kong, leading to a week of intense conflict and brutality. Despite Japanese envoys urging surrender, the British governor refused. The Japanese, following orders to take no prisoners, executed captured soldiers, even those not resisting. They seized key reservoirs, threatening inhabitants with death by thirst. Hong Kong surrendered on Christmas Day. Concurrently, the U.S. Congress passed the War Powers Act, granting the president broad wartime powers, including censorship. President Franklin D. Roosevelt appointed Byron Price as director of censorship, who implemented limited measures. The censorship law was notably used to restrict girly magazines for servicemen, leading to a Supreme Court case ultimately favoring Esquire after a 3-year legal battle.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin 1878–1953 was a key figure in Soviet history, serving as the leader of the Soviet Union from the mid-1920s until his death in 1953. Born on December 18, 1878, in Georgia, then part of the Russian Empire, he rose through the ranks of the Bolshevik Party, eventually succeeding Vladimir Lenin as the leader. Stalin implemented policies like forced collectivization and rapid industrialization, transforming the Soviet Union but also causing widespread hardship and suffering. His leadership was marked by authoritarianism, political purges, and censorship, making him a controversial and consequential figure in 20th-century history. Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg, born on December 18, 1946, is a highly acclaimed American filmmaker, director, producer, and screenwriter. Renowned for his cinematic contributions, Spielberg has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of modern cinema. His extensive filmography includes iconic works such as Jaws, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, and Saving Private Ryan. With numerous awards and accolades, Spielberg is regarded as one of the most influential and successful directors in the history of filmmaking, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. That's the end of the birthday chapter. Nixon announces start of Christmas bombing of North Vietnam 1972. In December 1972, after the collapse of peace talks with North Vietnam, President Richard Nixon initiated Linebacker II, a massive bombing campaign. The bombings, which started on December 18, targeted Hanoi and Haiphong, resulting in the loss of American aircraft and civilian casualties. The attacks continued until December 29 when North Vietnam agreed to resume peace talks. The Paris Peace Treaty was signed a few weeks later, ending the Vietnam War and the U.S. involvement. The impact of the Christmas bombings on the final agreement is debated, with opinions varying on whether they forced North Vietnam back to the negotiating table or had limited effect beyond causing destruction. The treaty ultimately resembled the draft negotiated in October 1972. Avatar movie released 2009. The movie Avatar was released on December 18, 2009. Directed by James Cameron, Avatar is a groundbreaking science fiction film known for its advanced visual effects and 3D technology. The story is set in the mid-22nd century on the fictional moon Pandora, where humans engage with the indigenous Nausicaa population. Avatar became a massive commercial success and is one of the highest-grossing films of all time. It also received critical acclaim for its visual innovation and storytelling. U.S. House impeaches Trump 2019. On December 18, 2019, the U.S. House of Representatives voted to impeach President Donald Trump. The two articles of impeachment were for abuse of power, with a vote of 230 to 197, and obstruction of Congress, with a vote of 229 to 198. This marked a significant political development, as impeachment proceedings moved to the Senate for a trial to determine whether Trump would be removed from office. The Senate trial ultimately acquitted President Trump in February 2020, and he completed his term in office.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
On December 19th in history, King Henry II of England crowned 1154. On December 19, 1154, Henry II of England was crowned as the King of England, marking the commencement of a transformative period in English history. His reign was characterized by significant legal and administrative reforms, the expansion of the Angevin Empire, and notable conflicts, including the tumultuous relationship with Archbishop Thomas Becket. This event on December 19, 1154, set the stage for a crucial chapter in medieval English monarchy, leaving a lasting impact on the trajectory of governance and law in the country. William Pitt the Younger becomes the youngest British Prime Minister 1783. On December 19, 1783, William Pitt the Younger made history by becoming the youngest ever British Prime Minister at the age of 24. Pitt, the second son of William Pitt the Elder, assumed office during a challenging period in British politics. Despite his youth, Pitt displayed remarkable political acumen and served as Prime Minister for a total of over 18 years, making him one of the longest-serving leaders in British history. During his tenure, Pitt faced significant issues, including economic challenges and the aftermath of the American Revolutionary War. His policies aimed at financial reform and attempts to address these issues contributed to his legacy as a key figure in British political history. Violinist Pablo Sarasate gave his last public performance 1907. On this day, December 19, 1907, in Leipzig, Germany, the world of classical music bid farewell to a virtuoso as renowned violinist Pablo Sarasate delivered his last public performance. Sarasate, celebrated for his extraordinary talent and mastery of the violin, had enchanted audiences worldwide throughout his illustrious career. His final appearance marked the conclusion of a musical journey that spanned continents and captivated the hearts of listeners. Sarasate's legacy endures not only through his extensive body of work but also in the memories of those fortunate enough to witness his artistry on that memorable night in Leipzig. The Government of Ireland came into effect, 1920. On December 19, 1920, the Government of Ireland Act came into effect, partitioning Ireland into Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland. Intended to address political and religious divisions by granting limited self-government within the United Kingdom, the Act fell short of resolving broader issues. Instead, it set the stage for future conflicts and negotiations in the quest for Irish sovereignty, leaving a lasting impact on the political landscape and shaping Ireland's path towards independence. War broke out in Indochina, 1946. On this day, in 1946, conflict erupted in Indochina when Ho Chi Minh launched an attack on the French in Hanoi. This event marked a significant chapter in the struggle for Vietnamese independence against French colonial rule. Ho Chi Minh, a key figure in the fight for Vietnamese sovereignty, led the resistance against French imperialism. The outbreak of hostilities in Hanoi set the stage for a protracted struggle that would eventually culminate in the First Indochina War and, later, the Vietnam War. The conflict had far-reaching consequences for the region and played a crucial role in shaping the course of modern Vietnamese history. Physician John Cade and his Psychiatric Treatment Development 1956. On December 19, 1956, Irish-born physician John Cade published groundbreaking research demonstrating the efficacy of lithium carbonate in treating manic depressive illness, now known as bipolar disorder. This significant development marked a transformative breakthrough in psychiatric treatment, revolutionizing the understanding and management of mood disorders. Cade's work has since become a cornerstone in the treatment of bipolar disorder, improving the quality of life for individuals worldwide and highlighting the crucial role of scientific inquiry in advancing mental health care. Apollo 17, Final Apollo Moon Mission 1972. On December 19, 1972, the Apollo 17 mission achieved a historic milestone by landing on the Moon. This mission marked the culmination of NASA's Apollo program and became the final manned lunar exploration endeavor. The spacecraft carried astronauts Eugene Cernan, Harrison Schmitt, and Ronald Evans. Notably, Cernan and Schmitt conducted 3 moonwalks, conducting experiments and collecting samples. The success of Apollo 17 contributed valuable data to scientific understanding and exploration beyond Earth, concluding an era of extraordinary achievements in human space exploration. Andrei Sakharov release from internal exile USSR 1986. On December 19, 1986, a significant moment unfolded as Soviet dissident Andrei Sakharov was released from internal exile in Gorky, USSR. A prominent physicist and human rights advocate, Sakharov had been banished to Gorky in 1980 for his outspoken criticism of the Soviet regime. His release marked a symbolic shift in Soviet policies under Mikhail Gorbachev's leadership, signaling a move towards greater political openness and liberalization known as glasnost. Sakharov's release was a pivotal event in the waning years of the Cold War, embodying a gradual thaw in Soviet repression and contributing to the momentum for political change within the country.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
Edith Piaf. Born on December 19, 1915, in Belleville, Paris, Edith Piaf was a French singer and cultural icon renowned for her emotive performances. Despite a challenging life, she became a symbol of resilience. Best known for classics like La Vie en Rose and Non, Je ne regrette rien, Piaf's soulful voice left an enduring impact on the world of music, solidifying her legacy as one of the greatest voices in French chanson. Jake Gyllenhaal. Born on December 19, 1980, in Los Angeles, California, Jake Gyllenhaal is an accomplished American actor known for his versatile roles in a wide range of films. Some of his notable works include Donnie Darko and Jarhead. Gyllenhaal's acting prowess has earned him critical acclaim, and he has become a respected figure in the entertainment industry. His performances in various genres, from psychological thrillers to war dramas, have solidified his reputation as a talented and versatile actor. This marks the end of our birthday chapter. Next on this episode. President Clinton impeached 1998. On December 19, 1998, the United States House of Representatives impeached President Bill Clinton. The charges against Clinton were perjury and obstruction of justice, stemming from his extramarital affair with Monica Lewinsky, a White House intern. The impeachment marked a significant moment in U.S. history, making Clinton the second president to be impeached. However, the Senate ultimately acquitted him on both charges in 1999, allowing Clinton to complete his second term in office. Brexit deal, departure of United Kingdom from the European Union 2019. On December 19, 2019, a historic moment unfolded as the United Kingdom's Parliament approved Boris Johnson's Brexit deal, marking a crucial step in the country's departure from the European Union. The approval of the withdrawal agreement negotiated by Prime Minister Boris Johnson signalled a turning point in the complex and contentious Brexit process. It laid the groundwork for the UK's formal exit from the EU on January 31, 2020, and set the stage for subsequent negotiations on the future relationship between the UK and the EU. The decision reflected a significant political development with far-reaching implications for the UK's economic, political, and diplomatic landscape.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Importance of December 20th in history. Russian New Year changed 1699. On December 20th in 1699, Russian Tsar Peter the Great made a significant decree, ordering the change of the Russian New Year from September 1st to January 1st. This decree was part of Peter the Great's ambitious reforms aimed at modernizing Russia and aligning it with Western European practices. By shifting the new year to January 1st, Peter sought to synchronize Russia's calendar with the Gregorian calendar, which was widely used in Europe at the time. This change not only symbolized Russia's transition towards a more European orientation but also reflected Peter the Great's efforts to modernize and reform his vast empire. Britain declares war on Holland 1780. On this day, in a pivotal moment of 18th-century geopolitics, Britain declared war on Holland in 1780. This declaration of war was driven by a complex web of political, economic, and colonial interests, including British efforts to disrupt Dutch trade routes and assert dominance over global commerce. The conflict between these maritime powers would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the course of European history and colonial expansion in the years to come. Confederate occupation Trenton, Kentucky 1862. On December 20th, in a strategic move during the turbulent days of the U.S. Civil War, Confederate Army Brigadier General Nathan Bedford Forrest led his forces to occupy Trenton, Kentucky, in 1862. This bold maneuver marked a significant moment in the conflict, as Confederate troops asserted control over key territories in the border states, further intensifying the struggle for supremacy between the North and the South. Forrest's occupation of Trenton underscored the strategic importance of Kentucky in the broader context of the Civil War and highlighted the relentless campaigns waged by both sides to secure crucial territories and resources. A bright invention, 1879. In a transformative moment for modern illumination, Thomas Edison privately showcased the incandescent light at Menlo Park in 1879. This groundbreaking demonstration marked the dawn of a new era, as Edison's innovative technology paved the way for widespread adoption of electric lighting. The incandescent light not only revolutionized how we illuminate our homes and cities but also symbolized the power of human ingenuity to harness electricity for the betterment of society. Edison's achievement at Menlo Park heralded the beginning of a brighter future, illuminating the path towards modernity and progress. Birth of Soviet surveillance 1917. In a pivotal moment of Soviet history, the Cheka, the state security force and precursor to the notorious KGB, was formed in 1917 under the decree of Vladimir Lenin and led by Felix Dzerzhinsky. This establishment marked the birth of a powerful surveillance apparatus, tasked with maintaining order and rooting out dissent in the fledgling Soviet state. The Cheka's formation reflected the Bolsheviks' commitment to consolidating power and suppressing opposition, laying the foundation for decades of state-sponsored repression and surveillance in the Soviet Union. Hitler's early release 1924. In a controversial turn of events, Adolf Hitler was freed from jail early in 1924, having served only 9 months of his 5-year sentence for the failed Beer Hall Putsch. This lenient decision by authorities symbolized the rising political influence of the Nazi Party and foreshadowed the tumultuous years to come in Germany. Hitler's abbreviated sentence allowed him to re-emerge onto the political stage with renewed fervor, laying the groundwork for his eventual ascent to power and the catastrophic events that would unfold in the years ahead. Rabin's resignation 1976. In a surprising turn of events, Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin tendered his resignation in 1976, marking a significant moment in the nation's political landscape. Rabin's decision to step down sent shockwaves through Israel and the international community, prompting speculation and debate about the reasons behind his departure. His resignation marked the end of an era and raised questions about the future direction of Israeli politics, leaving a lasting impact on the nation's trajectory and Rabin's own legacy.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
Dick Wolf. Born in New York City in 1946, December 20, Dick Wolf is a legendary figure in American television, renowned for his groundbreaking contributions to the crime drama genre. As the creator of iconic series such as Miami Vice and Law and Order, Wolf revolutionized television storytelling, captivating audiences with gripping narratives, complex characters, and compelling procedural elements. With his unparalleled vision and creative genius, Wolf has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, shaping the landscape of television for generations to come. Jonah Hill. Born on December 20, 1983, hailing from Los Angeles, California, Jonah Hill emerged as a versatile force in American cinema, captivating audiences with his dynamic performances across a range of genres. Hill rose to prominence as an actor with standout roles in acclaimed films such as Superbad, Moneyball, and The Wolf of Wall Street. His ability to seamlessly transition between comedic and dramatic roles has earned him widespread acclaim and accolades, solidifying his status as one of Hollywood's most talented and sought-after actors. With his unique blend of wit, charm, and depth, Jonah Hill continues to leave an indelible mark on the silver screen, captivating audiences with his captivating portrayals and unmatched versatility. This marks the end of Birthday episode, next again with the show. Arafat's Exodus 1983. In a dramatic turn of events, Palestine Liberation Organization Chairman Yasser Arafat and approximately 4,000 loyalists evacuated Lebanon in 1983, signaling a significant shift in regional politics. The departure of Arafat and his followers marked the end of a tumultuous chapter in Lebanon's history, characterized by conflict and foreign intervention. This exodus reshaped the dynamics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and had far-reaching implications for the broader Middle East, as regional powers jockeyed for influence in the wake of the PLO's departure from Lebanese soil. Scream, a modern horror classic 1996. In 1996, the iconic horror film Scream was unleashed upon audiences, starring Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox in unforgettable roles. Directed by Wes Craven, this cinematic masterpiece revitalized the slasher genre with its clever blend of suspense, satire, and self-awareness. Scream captivated audiences with its gripping storyline, memorable characters, and iconic scenes, leaving an indelible mark on pop culture and cementing its status as a modern horror classic. Queen Elizabeth II, longest-reigning monarch, 2007. In a historic milestone, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II achieved a remarkable feat in 2007 by becoming the oldest monarch in the history of the United Kingdom, surpassing the reign of Queen Victoria. With this achievement, Queen Elizabeth II surpassed Queen Victoria's longevity record of 81 years, 7 months, and 29 days, solidifying her place in history as one of the longest-reigning and most revered monarchs to grace the British throne. This momentous occasion celebrated not only the Queen's remarkable longevity but also her enduring dedication and service to the nation throughout her reign. Queen died on September 8, 2022 at the age of 96 years.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.
Welcome to Facts Info. We're excited to bring you a unique journey through time with our special segment, On This Day. Explore the pages of history as we unravel the importance of today and delve into the events that made it truly exceptional. Join us in discovering why this day holds a special place in the annals of history.
Mackenzie Bowell, Canada's 5th Prime Minister 1894. On this day, in 1894, Mackenzie Bowell, a former publisher and politician, assumed office as Canada's 5th Prime Minister in 1894. His leadership, spanning until 1896, was marked by economic hardships and internal party conflicts. Despite his efforts to stabilize the government, Bowell faced criticism and ultimately resigned, leaving a significant impact on Canada's political landscape during a crucial period in its history. The discovery of radium by Pierre and Marie Curie 1898. On December 21, 1898, the renowned scientists Pierre and Marie Curie made a groundbreaking discovery by isolating the element radium. This achievement was a pivotal moment in the field of science, as radium's properties challenged existing understanding of matter and radiation. The Curie's discovery not only expanded the periodic table, but also laid the foundation for further research in nuclear physics and its applications in medicine and industry. Coco the Clown's debut with Bertram Mills Circus, 1929. On December 21, 1929, the iconic Coco the Clown made his first appearance for the Bertram Mills Circus in Manchester, England. Coco, created and portrayed by the legendary clown Nikolai Polyakov, quickly became a beloved figure in circus entertainment. His performances were characterized by a unique blend of comedy, acrobatics, and pantomime, captivating audiences and solidifying his place as one of the most memorable clowns in circus history. Adolf Eichmann's appointment as leader of Referat for B. 1939. On December 21, 1939, Adolf Hitler appointed Adolf Eichmann as the leader of Referat for B, a department responsible for evictions and Jewish immigration. This marked a significant development in the implementation of the Nazi regime's policies regarding Jews. Eichmann's role in overseeing these operations would later become notorious during the Holocaust, as he played a key role in orchestrating the deportation of millions of Jews to concentration camps. The death of General George S. Patton, 1945. General George S. Patton, a renowned military leader known for his leadership during World War II, passed away. Patton played a crucial role in several military campaigns, including the liberation of Sicily and the Allied advance into Germany. His leadership style and tactical prowess earned him a reputation as one of the most skilled commanders of his time. Patton's death, resulting from injury sustained in a car accident, marked the end of an era in military history. Charles de Gaulle's election as president in 1958. Charles de Gaulle, the renowned French general and statesman, won a 7-year term as the first president of the Fifth Republic of France. De Gaulle, known for his leadership during World War II and his role in shaping post-war France, was a towering figure in French politics. His election as president marked a significant chapter in French history, as he sought to modernize and strengthen the country's institutions during his presidency. President Nixon meets Elvis Presley, 1970. President Richard Nixon met with the legendary musician Elvis Presley in a historic and unexpected encounter. The meeting took place at the White House, where Presley expressed his views on patriotism, drug abuse, and his desire to help combat the spread of communism. This unlikely meeting between the President of the United States and the King of Rock and Roll captured the public's imagination and remains a fascinating moment in American popular culture. Nuclear test at Nevada Test Site, 1976. The United States conducted a nuclear test at the Nevada Test Site as part of its ongoing nuclear weapons testing program. The test, known as Operation Latchkey, involved the detonation of a nuclear device to assess its effectiveness and safety. This event was part of a series of nuclear tests conducted by the U.S. during the Cold War era to maintain and develop its nuclear arsenal. John Wayne Gacy arrested 1978. On December 21 in 1978, police in Des Plaines, Illinois, arrested John Wayne Gacy, a local contractor and community leader, for the murder of several young men and boys. Gacy, who would later be dubbed the Killer Clown due to his side job as a clown entertainer, was found to have committed heinous acts of sexual assault and murder, burying many of his victims in the crawl space of his home. His arrest and subsequent trial shocked the nation and exposed the depths of his depravity.
This is a tourniquet knot. He said, well, show us what that is. So I took, at that time, and again, it's together, but in order to demonstrate it here, I took the rosary and I said, well, here, you put it around. This is hard trying to do this. Why don't you put your hand out? Okay, here. What I told him, I said, here, all you do is you wrap it around, you put one knot in it. And I said, then you put a second knot in it, okay? I said, then you take a stick and stick it in here, and you just turn this. And I said, it causes a tourniquet. I said, that's the only knot I ever learned.
The Lockerbie Disaster, 1988. Pan Am Flight 103, a transatlantic flight from London to New York, was destroyed by a terrorist bomb while flying over Scotland. The bomb, planted by Libyan terrorists, caused the aircraft to break apart in midair, resulting in the deaths of all 259 passengers and crew on board, as well as 11 people on the ground in the town of Lockerbie. The bombing was one of the deadliest terrorist attacks in history and led to widespread international condemnation and efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice. Bombing on Number 4 train in New York, 1994. A bomb exploded on a Number 4 train at Fulton Street in New York City, causing chaos and panic. The explosion resulted in injuries to several passengers and significant damage to the subway car. The incident, which was later determined to be a terrorist attack, raised concerns about the safety and security of public transportation in the city.
Today in history, discover the celebrated birthdays of iconic figures who share this special day. Join us in honoring the remarkable individuals born on this day.
Samuel L. Jackson, the acclaimed American actor known for his roles in films such as Amos and Andrew, White Sand, and Pulp Fiction, was born in Washington, D.C. in 1948. Jackson's career has spanned several decades and genres, earning him critical acclaim and numerous accolades. His charismatic presence and versatile acting skills have made him one of the most recognizable and respected actors in Hollywood. Emmanuel Macron, the French politician who would later become president of France in 2017, was born in Amiens, France, in 1977. Macron's political career began as a civil servant and later as an investment banker before he entered politics. His election as president at a relatively young age marked a significant change in French politics, and his presidency has been marked by efforts to reform the French economy and tackle various social and political challenges. This marks the end of our chapter on special birthdays. Gangnam Style by Psy reaches 1 billion views on YouTube 2012. The music video for Gangnam Style by South Korean artist Psy became the first video to reach 1 billion views on YouTube. The catchy song, with its quirky dance moves and colorful visuals, became a global phenomenon, propelling Psy to international fame. The achievement marked a significant milestone in the history of online video and highlighted the power of social media in shaping popular culture. UN General Assembly votes to denounce U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital 2017. The United Nations General Assembly voted 128-9, with 35 abstentions, to denounce the United States' decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. The vote followed a controversial announcement by the U.S. government to move its embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, a move that sparked widespread condemnation and raised concerns about the future of peace negotiations in the region. The vote underscored the international community's support for a two-state solution in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and its rejection of unilateral actions that could jeopardize the peace process.
As we close the chapter on today's historical exploration of Facts Info, we hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the past. For more captivating content, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this journey through history intriguing, and share the video with fellow enthusiasts. The tapestry of history is woven with countless stories, and we're grateful to have shared a few with you. Your support keeps us inspired and motivated to bring you more fascinating tales from the annals of time. Together, let's keep the spirit of curiosity alive.